Someone please let Andrew know we are back up. Can you let Andrew know we're back up? So I want to take you through the schedule. For districts, and you're used to a schedule, this is a great review for your staff on how to walk through an objective-driven week, okay? Just because you have a good schedule doesn't mean it works out well. Just because they give you a workout plan doesn't mean you're going to work out well. Because they give you a food plan, there has to be value and understanding of the why between the workout and the plan. And that's what I want to do with this today. Time to blow it up just a tiny bit. Yeah. Little zoom. Zoom.
You got me for a second.
Yeah, me too. I was like, I didn't know that TV can do that.
Can we do that in training one time? Sure. Like, all right, everybody. So, real quick. Okay. So. Oh no, ready and better. Okay, everybody. Hands up. Okay. So I want to walk you through a weekly schedule. Don't write all the times in, just get the functions in first. Okay, I'll go day by day to make it easier. We'll start with Sunday. I will put 9/10 a.m. The 12 is outgoing PDI. So for your new offices, it's a great time to pull out your business plan and put it into your weekly schedule. For vet offices, again, this is a great exercise. It's being recorded to walk through with your staff on how to drive a purpose-driven week. Purpose, intentional. How do you drive to a 10K week? So it's 9/10 a.m. to 12 is outgoing PDI. I'm going to read my hieroglyphics here. Then we have receptionist kickoff from 1 to 1:30. I'll read you the times. Don't look at the times, meaning this last year we've changed a few times. Just listen to my times, but I'll tell you what my handwriting says. So receptionist kickoff is 1 to 1:30. Calling is from 1:30 to 9. It says PR call. This is Sunday. Outgoing PDI, receptionist kickoff, PR calling. During the same time, I want you to put PSP kickoff, 5 p.m. to 5:30. PSP kickoff, 5 to 5:30. And then 5:30 to 9. 5:30 to 9 is PSP/phone jam. All good? All right. This is no longer in existence, just Jeff conference call, but you can put in the morning. Okay, so I would put a 7 to 8 o'clock gap, and I'm gonna give you a list of things that are priority. Every morning from 7 to 8, I'm gonna give you a little list of things. Instead of saying Jeff conference call, I'm gonna give you something different every morning. And I'm gonna leave it to one of our districts, please. For one of you three, because your handwriting is way better than mine. We're gonna put whatever I'm dictating onto the board once and take a picture. Sure. Okay. So from 7 to 8, ready? Journal. What's the journal entail? Part 1 is to put down what you're grateful for, appreciate, and then next one is the big 3. Okay. Takes 5 to 7 minutes. Everyone can squeeze 5 to 7 minutes to do that. So journal, okay. Review planner, email, and check Jeff's WhatsApp WhatsApp priority for the day. WhatsApp voice memo. Say it again. So journal, check planner, go through email, return, send, and then check the voice WhatsApp from Jeff for priorities of the day. That's pretty much every morning before you start PDI. So far, so good? Yes? If you're behind, raise your hand. I'll slow down.
7 to 7:30.
No, 7 to 8.
Okay.
Then PDI is from 8 to 9:30. I put down CC. That's not credit card. That's not conference call. It's Champions Club. Good. 8 to 9:30, Monday through Friday. Then Monday we have from 9:30 to 10:30. Our nickname for it is Double DPC in honor of David Delgado, but the region will call it the 10K Fast Start PC. We'll cover what that is. One of the sections coming up. 9:30 to 10:30, 10K Fast Start PC. We call it double DPC. About 30 minutes each. So this is, if you're by yourself, you could run two, roughly one or two. For about 20 minutes each. So you can run two. Then from 10:30 till 3. Who remembers why it's not, we're not going 4 hours, we're going 4.5 hours. Why? Social time, two different social times. What's the first social time to get one? What's the first social time for? In order to get what? To get demos. And what's the second social time for? More rep driven. Good. So it's 10:30 to 3, AT1. If you want to be really specific, you can go ahead and write it into your planner. From 10:30 to 11:45 is phone jam / social time. 11:45 to 1:45 is instruction. And 1:45 to 3 is rep driven / social time. So that's, again, 4.5 hours. Then the interview, RC stands for what? Recruiting class, AKA it's an interview. Okay. So we have a 3:45 and a 6:45. Keep in mind, and this is just rule of thumb, I can give you the actual technical reason behind it. The statistics show that the shows are better when you have it quarter past or quarter before, not on the hour and a half hour. So 6 and 6:30 statistically shows it's better to have a 6:15 or 6:45. On this day, you want to do it later because of all the madness of Monday. Monday and Wednesday, Monday and Sundays are the two busiest days. I could just kind of go through 3:45 and 6:45. And then, Ms. Powell, can I go to the bottom here? Shrink it again. There you go. So there's a star at the bottom every day at the end of every day. Outgoing PDI. Vector Live. Even though you really shouldn't have to resolve too much at the end of the day. Why? Because you do at the end of each interview, resolve it. But just ensure. Outgoing PDI, Vector Live. KRA updates. KRA stands for Key Result Area. It's the WhatsApp. And email. Before you hit, that's your red zone. Who can explain to Ms. Daniela what red zone means in an office?
When it gets to that time period where you have to do such thing, you scrap whatever it is you do and go straight to it.
Okay, that's for training, right? So how about at the end of the day, pilot? What's that mean? What's red zone in the pilot mean? Or in your office, Gavin? Closing time.
20 minutes.
Oh, yeah, what do I always do in the pilot? Guys, red zone, 20 minutes, we're out. You're not out in 20 minutes, you stay. Red zone means, okay, raise your hand from the pilot. What does red zone mean? Besides go fast.
Trash, everything's reset, everything's good for the next
Yeah,
day.
air up, lights out, trash out, clean, handouts ready to roll. Well, and we all walk out together, perfect. I want to know what you're laughing at later, Kayla. I'm sure it's good. I'm sure it's good. One more time. So at the end of the day, in this order, do your outgoing PDI to your top reps, and you won't get everyone. Prioritize people that you need to talk to. Resolve your Vector Live. Send your update, and then check email. Or you can actually end with your update. Here's what I do in the pilot. When Daniel sends the update, I know he's walking out of the office. That TNT, we call it TNT, which is a whole other thing. But we put it up. I know Daniel's on his either about to or walked out of the office already. So you go in that order. That's every day. Questions, comments? Raise your hand if you need to stop. Outgoing PDI, Vector Live, carry updates, email. Sweet. Tuesday. So same thing. 7 to 8. You have your 7 to 8. I'll call it intentional. Your intentional hour. We'll call it that. So we'll label that too. Whoever's taking good notes. The intentional hour. Which is, again, one more time. Start with what? Journal, second. Planner, third.
Email.
Fourth. WhatsApp. Jeff, WhatsApp. Good. 8 to 9:30 Champions Club. Then from 9:30 to 2:15, the following. From 9:30 to 2:15 are the following. Steroid PCs. From 9:30 to 2:15 are the following. Well, I guess technically. Outgoing PDI. OG PDI. Steroids. and what we call the timeout PC. Right, and Ms. Powell's going to cover how from AT1, let me give you the short version. In AT1, anyone that hasn't sold anything and is on the lower end of your group. What do I mean by that? Let's say I have a sharp prep schools kid, and it's Pal over here. And I know she's going to do well. She comes from the right background, but she had to go on a family vacation. They went to Culebra for the weekend, right? Only people with money go to the Culebra for the weekend all the time, right? Okay, well, no problem. I know she would have sold more. She knew so well. I'm going to let her keep her kit. I'm going to let her do demos until Wednesday. She's fine. But let's say I'm giving someone like, I'm going to use Grace because Grace is super sharp. Okay, Grace, I gave her a shot in training, and she tried. She went 0 for 5 or 0 for 7. All those people that didn't do well, and we just kind of gave them a shot, you're going to do a pullback at AT1, and there's a script we covered, and you're going to invite them to come. You're going to take their kit, just like clockwork, and you're going to phrase it in a way that's not like, hey, you're in trouble. It's out, well, let me take the kit because the company's going to want that since you haven't sold yet. We'll give it right back to you. And you're going to bring them in for a PC there, or when can you do the PC if you have staff? Instead of Tuesday, when can you do that PC? Right when you pull it back, like when you do the pull. Okay, it's just that you don't really have time to do, guys, because you're going right to the interview. Okay, so that PC is essentially teach them how to sell, show them how to close on the essentials, not the homemaker. Anyone understand the philosophy of that? What's the philosophy of that? Who wants to give it a shot?
You start lower, you're winning to more.
Or lower demographic, right? Odds are the people you're pulling back are your lower socioeconomic that we're giving a shot, and we should, by the way, because recruiting, that's part of recruiting is giving people a shot. But it shouldn't hurt you financially. You shouldn't be spending a lot of extra time. You're filtering a group of people that normally is very time-consuming, and you put them into a specific place where you can give them professional attention, those to monitor expenses and track your team. Okay, so that's Tuesday. If you have any specific questions, we'll come back. You'll write them all down so we can. So don't forget your questions, please. So I promise I'll answer your question. Steroid PCs, timeout PC, then 2 interviews, 3:15 and 6:15. So this is pretty much every branch and pretty much all new districts because you don't have assistants yet. Okay. DMs who have staff, we've already covered your schedule. Wednesday, same thing in the morning, intentional morning. Champions Club PDI. This is wrong, but the bench manager conference call is when? I gave it to you already. 11 to 11:45 on Wednesdays. Outside of that, what will you be doing? Steroids. Okay, so this time from 9 o'clock, what is it, 11 to 11:45 you said, Lou?
Yes.
So from 9 o'clock to 11, you can do 2 steroids. Okay.
That should always be a priority.
You know what I would do? I would actually do this. I would do 8 to 9:30 PDI, 9:30 to 10 outgoing. I would do 10 to 11. I changed, actually not a steroid. I would do 10 to 11 meeting prep and base pay. I do meeting prep for that night. So 10 to 11, do a meeting prep and send up your base pay report and lit order for the next week. Just put in the schedule. One more time. So we'll call that admin hour. So admin hour is plan for the meeting, base pay and lit order from 10 to 11. Then from 11 to 11:45 is our branch call. Then you have some time to chill before 2 interviews. 12:15. And I put 3:15. Even though it says 3 here. 12:15, 3:15. And AT2 is 5 to 6, 6 to 9, phone jam / rep driven. And of course, anytime you hear rep driven, you just associate steroid setup too, of course. And then 9 o'clock team meeting. Okay. Questions on a Wednesday? Yes, Daniela.
After 7 to 8, I'm lost until 10 to 11.
7 to 8 intentional hour. 8 to 9:30 would be your normal Champions Club and PDI, like normal. 8 to 9:30 is the same all week, all Monday through Friday. Champions Club and PDI. The 9:30 to 10 is pretty much the same every week, which would be outgoing PDI. And then from there, you're good. 10 o'clock to 11 is your admin hour. base pay, good order, and meeting plan. Cool, questions? And my branch calls is perfect because you will have done some meeting planning from 10 to 11, and I will have just had my DVM conference call. So there'll be a lot of things I'll say, hey, everybody, I just got off my call. You just got out your planning. Add this to your list for meeting tonight. Okay. Cool. Any questions on Wednesday? Let's move to Thursday. Let's go back to the Tuesday question. Grace, your question on Tuesday?
Yeah, well, what's the, like, that PC that we do to take the kids from the, is that like a?
Time up, you see. For you, you just do it Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thursday, same thing in the morning. Question? No? Okay. Thanks, Kayla. Thursday, intentional hour again, 7 to 8. PDI, 8 to 9:30. Training. What do we put for yours? You have your schedule we covered? We didn't go through that one. Who's from the, who did I already cap? What do we put for
You
your
said
training
first
times?
We do 2:30.
That's different. What do I have for
We
you?
normally do, I have 11 to 5.
That's
We normally do branches 10 to
10 to 4, okay. 10 to 3, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4.
10 to 4,
Do
6
they need that
hours.
many
They do
hours?
10 to 3:30. It's
Okay.
5.5.
I would rather them do 10:30 to 3:30. Have a little break in between PDI.
5.5.
5.5.
10:30 to 3:30.
Oh, sorry.
10:30 to 4.
Let's keep it 10 to 3. You guys don't ever go all the way anyway. 10 to 3. Then you'll have your high flyer pullback after. Half-hour pullback / answer questions / clean up after training. You'll have your interview, 4:45. That's an important interview, everybody, because all your Thursday calls go into one big interview and you pump them in. Okay. Does anyone know from the new group why we go at 4:45 and not a later? Because from a recruiting standpoint, running a 6:15 or 6:45 is better. Why?
People are,
Same thing.
Daniel.
sorry, everybody just, I don't know, because people are out on Friday, the earlier the better stuff.
It's Thursday.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, so why would 6:15 or 6:45 be better than 4:45 on Thursday? Yeah, more same day. But why do we run into 4:45 on a Thursday? We can take first year, so why 4:45? Phone jam, yeah, you have a phone jam to run, and key staff later. And we're gonna talk about key staff. Okay. So 4:45 and then phone jam 6 to 9. Okay, when you're done that, I want you to look up. I'm gonna cover one. Very FC, I hope the whole region, but I know for sure FC. Okay, so the phone jams. First years only, no districts. What's the Wednesday phone jam called? What's the Wednesday phone jam called? What do you guys call it? Called Super Jam, okay. What's the Wednesday phone jam called on FC for like years now, since 2007, before I was in Florida? So yeah, we can tell you lost the culture. Ready? And we're gonna move forward. Everyone's gonna be on the same page. Got it? Ready? This is Head Start. And the reason we're gonna be on the same page is not because of the name, but how we're all gonna promote it the same way. So when you promote the same way and they come to an LCDM and I say it, the cool uncle gets them to do it more than you. Oh, Danielle, Jeff said Head Start phone jam is really important because I get a head start for the week. And you're like, Jeff said? Jeff said. That's why you get them to my event. So ready? Wednesday is Head Start phone jam. Right? Why? Because you get a what? Head Start on the weekend, right? Head Start on the biggest time to sell, which is the weekend. And why were weekends made to sell, everybody? Why are weekends so great? People get on Friday, so when do they spend their money? Friday night, Friday afternoon, and the weekend. Why else is the weekend so great for us to sell company? People in a better mood. Yeah, couples are together. There's no work for most people, and they're more available for demos. So we crush it on the weekends. That's why we want to get on Wednesday nights a what? A Head Start. A what, everybody? Everybody, a what? Head Start phone jam. It starts at 6 p.m. sharp. High flyers come in at 5. Now, Thursday is called Money Maker. Why? Because if you don't hit your goal for the weekend on Wednesday night, okay, and we let you go, you're not gonna what? You're not gonna make money. So this is to ensure that you make your money. Meaning, our rule in the phone jam is that if you are